So just checking progress at this Wimbledon one. I'm sure most of you have known and followed all the way through. We've the builder that I work for has taken over from the original builder, the ones that have made our life hell with the metal stud walls, etc, etc. Got all underfloor going throughout down here eventually, just block and beam at the moment. We've made these boxings for the pipe runs to protect those. We haven't put them in yet, but once they do go in, just to protect those from the plaster and stuff like that, that allows us to get on with that before the next stage. In here, like I say, because of all the metal grid resilient bar, etc, etc, that was already up, a lot of the place was closed already and there wasn't one bit of plumbing in, so we've done a lot of the first fix or the runs in speed fit. So what we've done is, so there's no fittings at all in the ceilings and stuff. We've just got one manifold. I've put a copper manifold in here where they all link up and join in this wall. It's linked, it's actually livened up at the moment. That's what that is, temporary feed. So there's your hot cold feeds, your flow and return for the manifold, ground floor manifold. Yeah, so any problems with speed fit joints, we know where they are. It's only one place. So moving up, so all the underfloor heating's completed on this floor, apart from one room actually, and they've ply lined it as well, just to protect the underfloor heating and just to give a surface to walk on. This is going to be the bathroom. We need to obviously stud all these walls out. These walls need to be brought forward just so we can support the frames and conceal the valves properly, because they're not deep enough. This is the other room that's not done because I think everyone's got a little bit more work in here first. Got a manifold going there. So the oak staircase is in now. So treading very carefully. Got a mirror image bathroom up here. We're only finishing 2 bathrooms on this plot. One is downstairs where that hot and cold manifold is that I just showed you. That's one we're going to finish, and this one up here. But there's 4 bathrooms in total on this job. And then we're in, this is all the underfloor heating that runs into this room over here. That's going to run across this floor. We're going to put a false floor in here again, same as it is everywhere else, to conceal those, and runs back to manifold over there. And then we've got the boiler up here. So these are the flow and returns to the manifold for this floor and for the floor below. So everything can be individually isolated, so you can isolate both returns, a return for each manifold there, and I didn't see the point in adding additional levers for the flows because you can just isolate them via the pump, butterfly valves on the pump. Yeah, so we've got ATAG system boiler. I can't even remember what kilowatt it is, 32 I think, or around that. Hot water priority valve, we'll go through that in a minute. We've got IMI, which I'm really impressed with actually. The IMI gear, I've never used it before. I've seen it at the shows, and I know Wayne Kirby uses it a lot, and a few other good guys, Dennis Hollingworth, Grundlefinger, and Glenn Heatsbeck. I've seen them use it loads, so thought I'd give it a go. Love it, really do like that. Their expansion vessels are awesome as well. We've got a lot of water content here because of the sheer amount of underfloor heating pipe, so we've put an additional 25 litre expansion vessel to compensate for that. Yeah, so we've got a hot water priority valve, reason being because we could only get a 250 litre cylinder in due to the height. Originally I thought the cylinder was going downstairs, so we was going to put a full height 300 litre in, But so we've got that in there on hot water priority, and then as belt and braces to give even more rapid heat up time, we've got a solar cylinder and we've piped up both coils. So, you know, it's going to give us rapid reheat. Big thanks to Simon Poskett from ATAG for really helping me out with designing this system and you know, best approach and whatnot. So you've got all of black conduit. We tried to keep everything black here, just obviously aesthetics. Managed to get hold of some nice black overflow and fittings. Had to buy a lot of them to make minimum order. And obviously your black talons with the spacers, which I'm moving over to those now. Just rather than mixing and matching and having half and half, I'm just going to go full out black talons. I think they look a lot better. A few people have pointed out as well that, you know, they don't get dirty. You know, when flux runs down the pipe, sometimes it can stain the white clips, or if you're brassoing or polishing, you know, any dirt, the white clips pick it up a lot easier. Like I say, everything's isolatable. So we've got ground floor return there, that does the ground floor manifold, ground floor flow to the manifold. So with the mains, we've got the mains comes in over here, and the mains runs, sorry, I'm trying to look at my camera as I do this, all the way around here and loops back to feed the cylinder. The reason we've done that is because at the moment there's no brake tank or booster pump or anything like that, and just because the sheer amount of bathrooms they've got here and quite heavy usage, I would imagine there will be when it's all finished. I've just done the loop for the mains, so when they do, because I can't see why they wouldn't. We could put a coffin tank here, booster pump, and all we've got to do is just cut into the mains, feed the tank, cut there, and that will be our outlet from our boosted booster pump. So just making life a little bit easier for me when inevitably that time does come. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Got a Grundfos secondary return, pump, Tesla ton. Do you know what I do love? I don't know who makes the ATAG cylinders. Is it RM? Maybe, but whoever it is, the expansion vessels, I love that the brackets are welded on, so no messing about, you just screw it to the wall. Obviously the same with the IMI vessels, they got the nice little drop screw. I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah, really cool. So that's that one. Still got to wire it all up, obviously. It's just we've just run the conduit for now.